Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. Change your mindset to overcome procrastination. I've been talking quite a bit about procrastination because it's something that most people struggle with at one point or another. But for all my neurodivergent folks, procrastination can be a way of life, and not necessarily in a good way. While there are many factors that can contribute to procrastination, one of the most significant is mindset. The way you think about tasks and goals can have a profound impact on your ability to get things done. By understanding the underlying causes of procrastination and learning how to change your mindset, you can overcome this common problem and achieve greater success in all areas of your life. Understanding procrastination. Procrastination involves delaying or postponing tasks or actions that need to be done. It's a form of self-regulation failure that can lead to negative consequences such as missed deadlines, decreased productivity, and increased stress. Procrastination can be categorized into two types: passive and active procrastination. Passive procrastination involves avoiding tasks by doing something else that is less important or not related to the task at hand. Active procrastination involves delaying tasks by engaging in activities that are still productive, but not as important as the task that needs to be done. Most people recognize the passive procrastination. They know they're choosing to do the fun things, the distractions that give them the immediate dopamine hit and gratification. Active procrastination is a little tougher to recognize because you are working and doing stuff. It's just not the right stuff. And usually you can lie to yourself and convince yourself you're being productive because these tasks do need to get done. Psychological roots of procrastination. Procrastination is often linked to psychological factors such as fear of failure, lack of motivation, and perfectionism. Fear of failure can cause you to procrastinate because you're afraid of not meeting expectations or making mistakes. Lack of motivation can lead to procrastination because you may not see the value or importance of a task at hand. Perfectionism can also contribute to procrastination because you may feel overwhelmed by the high standards you set for yourself. Other psychological factors that can contribute to procrastination include low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. These factors make it difficult to focus on tasks and can lead to avoidance behaviors such as procrastination. By recognizing the factors that contribute to procrastination, you can develop strategies to overcome this habit and improve your productivity and well-being. Identifying personal procrastination patterns. Procrastination is often a result of certain mindset patterns that can be difficult to recognize. Identifying your personal procrastination patterns can help you understand the root causes of your procrastination habits and take steps to overcome them. Common procrastination triggers. There are several common triggers that contribute to procrastination. These include fear of failure or success. You're so afraid of making mistakes that you can't get started, or you're afraid that if you do it well, you won't be able to maintain it. Lack of motivation or interest. You're bored by the task and you don't see the value of it. Overwhelm or feeling stressed. You don't know where to start because it's too much. Perfectionism or high standards. It's tied to the fear of your failure. If you can't make it perfect, you won't start or finish. And since nothing is ever good enough or perfect, you never finish. Distractions or lack of focus. You allow other things to pull your focus and attention away from the task. By identifying which of these triggers affect you the most, you can begin to develop strategies to overcome them. Self-assessment strategies. To identify your personal procrastination patterns, you can try the following self-assessment strategies. Keep a procrastination journal. Record when, where, and why you procrastinate. This can help you identify patterns and triggers. Use a productivity tracker. Track your productivity and identify when you are most productive. This can help you schedule tasks during your most productive times. Reflect on your values and priorities. Clarify what is most important to you and align your tasks and goals with these values. This can help you stay motivated and focused. Strategies for a mindset change. Cognitive behavioral techniques. One of the most effective ways to change your mindset patterns is through cognitive behavioral techniques. This approach involves identifying and challenging negative thoughts and beliefs that contribute to procrastination habits. By changing your thoughts, you can change your behavior. In order for this to work, you need to do some self-reflection. Chances are you've been procrastinating without considering why. Even if you look at the list of causes above and can label your cause, you still need to reflect to figure out why. Often procrastination starts with the thoughts we have deep in our mind. How we view ourselves and our abilities impacts how we approach tasks and goals. When we learn to pay attention to how we talk to ourselves, then we can make the changes we need. Shifting how we think and talk to ourselves is the first step to help change your mindset. One technique is called thought stopping, which involves recognizing negative self-talk and stopping it in its tracks. You can do this by saying stop to yourself when you notice negative thoughts creeping in. Then replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. It will help for you to develop a list of positive thoughts or affirmations that you can use to replace negative thoughts. It's harder to come up with these on the fly when you're in the middle of a downward spiral and feeling bad about yourself. Another technique is reframing, which involves looking at a situation from a different perspective. For example, instead of thinking, I'll never be able to finish this project on time, try reframing it as, I may struggle with this project, but I can break it down into smaller tasks and take it one step at a time. Adopting a growth mindset. Another strategy to change your mindset patterns is adopting a growth mindset. This means embracing the idea that your abilities and skills can be developed through hard work and dedication. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be avoided. One way to adopt a growth mindset is to focus on your efforts rather than just the outcome. Instead of beating yourself up for not achieving a goal, celebrate the effort you put in and the progress you've made. This can help you stay motivated and continue to improve. Another way to adopt a growth mindset is to seek out feedback and criticism. While it can be uncomfortable to hear constructive criticism, it can also be incredibly valuable in helping you identify areas for improvement and grow as a person. When you ask someone for an honest critique of your performance, make sure you choose someone you trust and who will be honest without being ruthless. Changing your mindset takes time and effort, but it's worth it in the end. A growth mindset will help you take on challenges and be persistent in working toward your goals. Maintaining progress and accountability. To overcome procrastination, it's essential to maintain progress and hold yourself accountable in addition to trying to change your mindset. Monitoring improvements. Regularly monitoring your progress can help you stay on track and motivate you to keep going. One way to do this is by setting specific goals and tracking your progress toward them. You can use a journal or a tracking app to keep track of your progress and see how far you've come. Another way to monitor your improvements is by using a productivity tool like Trello or Asana. These tools allow you to break down your tasks into smaller steps and track your progress as you complete them. Since a huge part of having a growth mindset is seeing learning as the part of the process, tracking your progress can help. Often, when we're struggling to meet a goal, we feel bad because we're not as far along as we want to be. But when we look at the progress we've made, it's motivating. Seeking support and feedback. Sometimes it can be challenging to hold yourself accountable, especially when you're working on a long-term project. That's where seeking support and feedback can be helpful. You can ask a friend or colleague to check in with you regularly and hold you accountable for your progress. If you don't have someone at work to be an accountability partner, it can be someone outside as well. It's not important that they understand the project. They just need to be able to check in with you to see if you're making the progress that you've committed to making. For many people, saying the goal aloud to another person is enough for them to really follow through. You can also seek feedback from others to help you improve your work and stay motivated. Feedback can come from a mentor, coach, or even a peer. It's essential to be open to constructive criticism and use it to improve your work. Procrastination doesn't have to have a stranglehold on you. You can make the choice to understand why you do it and then take the steps to change your mindset in order to remove the bad habit. It will take time and effort, but the benefits will be long-lasting and will have a positive impact on so many areas of your life. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.